and we back with another podcast because it's Society Fashion, where it's about fashion, financialistic, and mindset, and on one with again.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Zion, back with another episode of Official Side Fashion, and yet again we bring to you another dope, young creative and entrepreneur. We got Ethan Strickland in the house from Florence, South Carolina. I like to call Ethan, like, he do a lot of different things, so you can't really put one label on it, man. He's multi-talented. He's with the fashion, the modeling, the designing, clothing brand owner, etc., man. So how you doing today, bro?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, man. I want to thank you for coming on our platform. For sure. Man, so like the way we like to start it, man, we want to give people kind of a backstory on who you are, what you're about, what you're trying to accomplish or whatnot. So if we asked a young Ethan what he wanted to be, what would you have told us?
Shit. Probably, back in the day, it was really like baseball. Like, as a young kid, like, cause I've been playing like forever. But it was pretty much baseball all the way up until about like high school. I joined the band though, and then that's when I got more into like music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, like that might be something else I can do. But then so fast forward, I'm taking band further than baseball really, like more attention towards band. I get to college, I'm on the band and stuff, like it's all cool. And then really I took a break from school, not like a break, but I went online. Yeah. So I was back at home, bored out of my mind, doing classes, working and stuff, like finally getting a little bit of bread. So I'm like, well, let me see like what I can do on the side. Yeah. So I started seeing like, interviews and stuff about like clothing and just like streetwear in general. Yeah. And music too, like just listening to more music, seeing how it all correlates, ties in together. So yeah, I just decided to like really take it further. I was like, I want to start dressing. I want to start looking good. Like I've been bummy like my whole life dressing. Yeah. And like I didn't have like a lot of money like growing up. So I just did like I bought what I could, like go into like clearance and stuff. Mm-hmm. So yeah, but I finally started making some money, like putting a little bit of it into myself, and that's really like what got me here.
Man, that's dope, man. Just buying like piece by piece and stuff.
Yeah.
Man, because I want to ask you, like, how was you able to find your style though? Because like everybody's different.
Yeah, like really, like I guess that ties into the music too, because like just like a lot of the people I listen to, like I liked how they dressed, and I took that as kind of like an example, but I didn't want to like limit myself to one thing, because I was still like finding like what I really was into. I'm still like looking to this day. I think I have a better idea now, but I'm still looking into it. So I like Tyler the Creator a lot. So I was like, okay, like I like this style, like crazy colors. Like I'm always looking for new color combos. I was like, I like Playboy Cardi. You know what I'm saying? I like all of them, like A$AP Rocky and them. So I was like, I like how they dress. Let me try to emulate this a little bit. And it's really just taking pieces and then put my own spin on it for real.
Yeah, bro, I can really relate to that. The fact that you said you used to buy pieces off the clearance, I can relate. But I feel like not having money to buy the pieces you want really enhancing your curation skills and how to bring things together. So that's why I feel like it kind of helped me find my style, because like when you're not able to get the pieces you want, you're like, man, how do I get this look?
Yeah, you're window shopping.
I can afford to get the exact piece I want. So if you could describe your style, well, I'm gonna wait on that question. We do that one for the end. We do that one for the end. So fast forward, when you put down the baseball and transition more into like the realm of the fashion and that type of category, what were some of your biggest influences within that? Like you said, the music, but like designer wise or like brand wise, what were the things that you like?
Well, like at first it was just like, it was mostly just streetwear, because like everybody was doing that, you know what I'm saying? And then I remember watching interviews. I'd be in my bed just bored, so I put on YouTube on the TV. Yeah. And then I was getting like a lot more into Playboy Cardi too, and then I kept seeing his name, it's Ian Connor. I'm like, who the hell is that? Like, who is Ian Connor? Yeah, so I started looking into it, and like I'm seeing like all the work he did, like all the like steps he took. Like he went from like Tumblr, he like pretty much like jump started like the Instagram fashion shit. Yeah. And then like I was like, dang, I need to like get out of Florence. Like I need to get out of Florence. Cause like Atlanta and like New York is like really where it's at. Like even like Texas now, and then like LA and all that. But yeah, I say like Ian Connor was probably like the one who really like got me into it. Like I could do it too. You know what I'm saying? Like he started from like nothing and went up. So I was like, why can't I?
I can definitely relate to that. I followed Ian Connor in his early days too. Like really the whole A$AP Rocky, the Rockies, the whole A$AP crew, the Ian Connors. And like really, it really shows you like the internet can really get you anything you want if you build a brand the right way. So let's talk about like brand building and personal branding. Like you do a lot of photo shoots on campus. You really put yourself out there a lot. First, did you always have that confidence, or did it just come when you came to school?
Really, like I just had to work on it, like posting myself more. Like I remember at first, like it was just straight fit pics. I'd have like a hat on probably. I'd be looking down, like one of those poses. You know what I'm saying? Like looking off. Like I didn't want the camera to see my face. I didn't want my face to be out there because I just didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, just like personal confidence over time. I think like I remember the exact day like that all changed though. Like I was out at 5 Points with her, and then we were just shopping around. I had the fit on that I wanted to take pictures in. I was taking pictures. I was like, man, like, what if I just posted my face? Like, what people gonna think? Like, they gonna be like, oh, wow, he think he hot shit now, huh? Like, he think he hot shit. So I was like, man, whatever. Like, let's just do it and see what happens. So I, like, post my face, and then it did pretty well. So I was like, damn, like, maybe they like me. So really, it's just, like, you just gotta make that jump for real.
Yeah, I was just saying that when it comes to even, like, creating clothes or anything like that. Well, let me ask you this, like, having someone like Lyric and someone that supports you, does that really help you put yourself out there?
Definitely, because, like, I mean, like, I feel like a lot of the time, like, people be like, they'll see what I put on, they'll be like, oh, that shit gay. Like, that shit is weird. Like, that shit's like, what is he wearing? Like, type shit. But I mean, I can't be gay. Cause, I mean, I got my girl right beside me. And then, like, she stayed boosting my head, too. So, I mean, it'd be like, you look good, babe, you look good. Like I got you. Like, take this picture. Like, she helps me. Like, she's really my right-hand man for real. Like,
I feel like that's very important, like, either having, like, a friend or a different
significant other,
like somebody that's gonna fuck with you, support you, and then tell you when your shit don't look good too.
Right, you need that. Especially women, bro. Women always gonna tell you.
She know for sure. I be like, babe, what you think about these? She be like, I think I put on some like cream pants one time. I was like, I really want to style these. She was like,
yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna put them back in the closet.
Most definitely, man. So I wanted to ask you, like, you know, you being a white male at a HBCU, so what's the biggest takeaway for you, though? Like, I mean, you know, because we had a conversation earlier, because you was like, man, you know, because you didn't know what like HBCU was until like later on. So what's the biggest takeaway?
Like it was around like 10th grade. I really like saw like the HBCU culture, and like it was mostly band. Like I was like, dang, these bands are crazy. But I mean, like, you know, 11th grade is when you start looking at colleges for real. I'm like, wow, like I'm looking at videos on YouTube and stuff. I'm like, these colleges look like fun. Like it looks fun. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to have fun, get my education, do band. Like that's what was on my mind. So I think it was like Jackson State at first. Like that was like what I had my mind set on. But I mean, you know, shit happens. So Benedict came, offered me, you know, some great money. And then I was like, okay, yeah, Benedict's definitely the move. And I mean, like, I've created, like, lifelong bonds here for sure. Like, and I just didn't want it to seem like, I don't know, like, because, I mean, you know the perception of, like, a white person at HBCU, like, nobody, like, wants to see it, you know? Yeah. But I just wanted to make sure it didn't seem like I was just, like, biting off of, like, culture or some shit like that. Exactly. Like, I don't know, I came here because I felt accepted here. So.
Do you feel more comfortable, like, in an environment like Benedict than like you were in high school?
Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, and my high school was like predominantly black, so I mean, like I was around. Yeah. So I mean, it wasn't like a huge shift. Like that's why I felt like it would have been weirder. Like if I was at a PWI, like USC. Like I've been to like some USC parties, like, and it's just like completely different. Like I couldn't see myself like in those huge classes either. Like I couldn't see that.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It's just very, very different, and I really like it.
Most definitely, bro. You said something significant earlier. You was like, when I was seeing all the fashion shit, I had to realize this. I gotta get out of Florence. So, like, how do you feel about South Carolina in general? Like, as a place where creators?
I don't know. Like, I mean, I've seen some great creators and like, you know, people pushing big things out. But I mean, like, they're not even from like South Carolina most of the time. Right. Like, and when they are, like, I mean, there's still like good creators in South Carolina. But you don't hear about them because South Carolina isn't, you know, pushing fashion, pushing music. Like you think fashion and music, you think Atlanta, like right off the dome, like New York, you know, stuff like that. So I don't know, like I feel like if we can really push it, South Carolina could be a big place for it. But I mean, people are already paying attention to other states. So.
And that's the whole thing, cause like South Carolina is usually like looked at as a retirement state, like just older people, like just country people.
Definitely.
Man, so you made a great point. Cause when it comes to, like creators, and I just see like artists, it's like I don't see fashion, like I don't see just nothing but music.
Right.
So I mean, I wanted to ask you, you know, what I mean, you know, like you model and stuff. So me, I always wanted to get in like modeling, but you know, cause I was just like you, like scared, like to show my face. So if somebody wanted to start, you know, taking pictures or whatever, so what would be like the first step?
I mean, like your confidence is gonna show through the camera for sure. Like really, confidence is like it's always been like a top priority for me. Like even like aside from fashion, like back in band and shit, like when I was drum major, like that was completely unheard of. Like a white drum major. So that like the pressure was on, so I was like, man, I just gotta like do my shit. Like I gotta be confident in myself. Like a lot of people call it cocky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean they're gonna say what they want to say. Like as long as you're confident and you know like your intentions are good, then you're set really. So I'll say confidence above anything else. Like looks, personality, anything else. Like confidence.
Confidence.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean like so when you on the set like. So how do you stay like creative when it comes to like the poses? Cause you just can't stay in like the same poses.
Yeah, that's like recently. Like I mean, it's been getting harder, but like I mean, you just gotta stay thinking. Really, like the photographers help too. Like when the photographers have like a good vision, like that's like the same vision as you. Like y'all bounce ideas off each other. Be like, okay, this look dope. This look fire. Like let's do this. And like really like that's why networking is important. Like finding good people to do your stuff. Like my boy Cameron, like that's who I go to every time. I'll trust him like with anything. But yeah, like
most definitely. So man, the camera people got like a good eye. Cause when we did our photo shoot, like Elijah, like he was just coming up with all types of stuff. Like, hey, bro, be here. Oh, bro, man, stay in the stand. So, man, that's crazy, man. You gotta have people that have like a good eye, though. Yeah.
So like, how do you feel about like the creator economy at Benedict? Like people like Judah, people like me, people like yourself. Like, how do you feel being around people like that?
I think it's amazing, really. Like, I didn't even know Judah till like a couple weeks ago. But I mean, like, we were doing similar stuff and we just clicked. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, like, just like you really gotta talk to people. Like, you can't like stay like silent. Like, if you're trying to like get out there, like you need to collaborate because like the only way you're gonna go up is if you like help others like on the way up.
Like, I think that's how I met you. Like, you was what building is that? Gambrel or alumni? You just chilling in there?
Oh, alumni, yeah.
Alumni, some shit like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say like before I knew Ethan, like me, Nas, you know what I'm saying? All of us were cool. Ethan, now like, we had this group chat. Like we feel like we know him our whole life. You know, like we just click. Cause you got like similar mindset.
That's what me and Zay was talking about before this.
Right. But then like. It's like at first, I ain't gonna lie, we thought it was Hollywood.
For sure, like, I mean, I definitely understand that, like, because I mean, like, I don't follow a lot of people.
Right, yeah.
I'm very picky about who I follow.
Yeah, you gotta be, you know what I'm saying, like, intentional about that.
Right.
You know
like
where
Judah,
you're trying to go, right?
Like, Judah, I've seen stuff everywhere. Like, you can't miss Judah stuff. Like, Mogul is everywhere. Yeah. So I'm like, damn, like, he's doing some good shit. Like, I respect that. But I didn't know him, so I wasn't gonna follow him.
Right,
I mean, like,
I respect that too, you know, so you follow people who you know.
Right. So I mean, it's social media. Like, it's an app at the end of the day. Like, I want to see like what I want to see. Like, that's for me to choose. So
yeah. That's really a great point. Like, you really gotta follow the shit that really inspires you.
Yeah, like that's what I'm thinking. Like, I didn't mean to cut you off, but like at a certain point, I'm like, dang, like I'm seeing stuff on my feed. Like, I just do not want to see. Like, I didn't enjoy scrolling through Instagram. I mean, I don't enjoy scrolling through it now because like social media, like,
kind of depressing, bro.
Yeah, low key. Because I mean, like, you see things and you're like, dang, I wish I could do that. But you just have to like change it to a positive. Be like, I'm going to do that like one day. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes it better. But yeah, like really limiting like what you really want to see is what helped me.
I would say like what you just said about like, you know what I'm saying, seeing stuff and saying, yeah, I want to do that. Like, cause I used to like a lot. I used to look at things and like, you know, so I used to say, what was it? Comparison is a thief of joy.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
Like, I wish that was me. Right then I took on the mindset like, I could do that and I could do that better. Especially with like graphic design, like I would see graphics and I'd be like, I could probably make that. And I think you said the same thing too. Like, you try to, you know, so you try to recreate it. It's like, yeah, it just starts coming to you. Like you're able to just put out whatever you see in your head.
Yeah. But Zia said something. He said something like he said consumption equals your function or something like that.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Because I was good.
But like the one I was going towards, like I really go to Instagram to get inspiration.
Sure.
Like you said, you see people doing shit you think you want to do or you think you can do, then you end up doing it. But then at the same time, I be feeling like you'll scroll through Instagram and you be like, bro, what am I doing? Like, I'm stuck on this shit. Like,
I feel like,
do y'all feel like Instagram is a drug?
Oh yeah, I will say, and I'm working on my addiction.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. Cause I mean, like I'll find myself like, cause I mean I don't follow a lot of people, so it's not gonna be a lot of posts. So I mean, I go on my posts, I refresh my feed, I'm like, okay, nothing here, exit out, and then like 2 seconds later I'm back on. So I'm like, dang, like I'm just really just like muscle memory, like tapping that out over and over again. But
exactly.
Yeah, you just gotta like, I don't know, you can't let it take too much of a hold on you. That's why I like to stay busy for sure. Like,
Like you find yourself on it, like and you just be like, dang, all this time just passed. I could have done this, and that.
20 minutes, 10 minutes, it just go by like so quickly.
And that's how social media is like attacking us these days. Like TikTok, like bro, you think 15 second, 1 minute, 3 minutes, that's like that now. Cause I mean,
it's all about keeping your attention.
Right. That's why YouTube dying for real. Like, cause I mean, like these 10-minute videos, nobody gonna watch that.
Yeah.
They want to see it consolidated, like 3 minutes. Like keep it moving.
Exactly. So, man, TikTok was like labeled like #1 as the #1 like research engine or something like that.
Yeah, I mean like
download the app or something like that.
Like I'll find like research, like you can really find like anything on TikTok now.
Cooking videos,
literally,
everything.
Literally, like fashion. Like I remember I was getting into like stack jeans. I was like, I wonder who like doing stack jeans like on TikTok. So I look up stack jeans. There's videos. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
You know something crazy about TikTok? There's so much knowledge on there. Like you just gotta find myself. Like, I was out here paying like for my shipping packages. I was paying for my shipping supplies. Like I was going to UPS, spending $100-something just to get all the packages to ship my stuff. The whole time I go on TikTok. You want to learn how to ship your stuff for free? I'm like, hold up, like USPS, you can literally order hundreds of shipping supplies for free. Like they do that.
$0.
You know?
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, I just found out when I seen it, I was like, whoa, and I go to shop, business supplies, it'd be like packet 25, max 10, cost $0, 0 cents. I'm like, wow. And I've been wasting all that money. Like, man.
It's crazy. So
like
that's why I'm saying, like it's really hard. You just gotta balance it, like really, because I mean, like social media is good. Like there is good in it, there's bad in it, just like anything else, like anything.
Right.
So I mean, like, yeah, just focus on the positives of it, and then try to eliminate the negatives. So like, don't like comparison is like the biggest enemy for real. Like, don't compare yourself. Just like push yourself forward.
Bro. Yeah, let me ask you this, like, since we want to talk about the personal branding aspect, like, where do you see yourself going after college or in the next 5 years with it? Because I feel like you've got a great start and you're building something. Like, what do you want the big picture to be with it?
Well, like eventually, I think traveling will do a lot for me. Like I said, like not even just like Atlanta or New York. Like I do want to go there though, like for sure. Like just connect, because networking is like super important to me. Like I talk about all the time, like just talking to people. But I say the big goal is I think London. Like that's where I got my mindset on, actually, like London. Because I mean, like that's I was talking to you about like how like my style, like what I really want to do. I think London is like kind of ahead right now, and like just like the high fashion shit. So I like, and runway modeling and stuff like that. I definitely want to look into that. So London, and I mean, she got family out there. Japan would be crazy. Japan would be crazy too.
You know, it's like
just traveling at all.
Yeah, most definitely.
I feel like you're just gonna meet the right person and they're just gonna kick off for you. Like,
for sure, like that's really. I mean,
right people, right?
That's really all somebody needs, like a big break.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why TikTok's so huge now. Like, you could be a nobody. Like I could have been like some random ass person like nobody knows, and then I post one video, 4 million or something. Like I'm like, bro, like what?
Anybody can go viral on TikTok. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's
and it's so
crazy.
Significant. Yeah, it's so crazy. Like I'll walk around, I'll like talk to somebody, they'll be like, "Dang, I just like saw you on the For You page." I'm
right. I see this. I said 15,000. Whoa, now like
right.
Dang. It's like it's consistency looks great.
Dude, like consistency is so important. When I first started, it was around the same time I got into the fashion stuff.
Yeah.
I wasn't making fashion content. I was making like pretty boy, like, hey. But I mean, like, just posting like 2 to 3 videos a day, like every day. Like that's what it took. I finally hit that 1,000. I was like, I did it. So I took a break. I was like, hell no. So I posted whenever I wanted to. I got like 2K, and then just slowly build up. I think I'm at like 13K.
I gotta learn from that, because like when I go on TikTok, it's like every once in a while I'll be like, okay, I want to get stuff for my brand out. Post like, you know what I'm saying, 2 or 3 videos. Sometimes one of them blows up, sometimes the other. And it's like, dang, imagine if because it's always a good, you know what I'm saying, I'm always getting thousands of views. Yeah. I'm like, dang, imagine if I was to do this every day. Like that's somebody needs to stop slacking on, because that's a really crazy platform, like you said. Anybody could blow up on it. Like,
you just can't let it like get to you though. Cause I mean, at one point I remember like just trying to make videos. Like I was sitting in my room like, what do I do? What do I do? Like scrolling endlessly, like looking for something to do.
You just gotta chill, let it come to you.
Yeah, for sure.
Most definitely, bro. So let's talk about Jomo brand, boy. Enjoy your missing out, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So what made you come up with that name?
I'm gonna be honest. I was like looking for names, because at first it was my first name for it was Zeitgeist.
Yeah.
And it's German. I took German in high school, so it was like a German word that resonated with me. It was just like
a YouTube channel called Zeitgeist, I think.
Yeah, and then one of my boys had something called Time Ghouls, which is like the English translation, I didn't even think nothing of it. So I was like, dang, like that's unfortunate. But I was like, okay, like I'll come back to it. I'll revisit it. So I was like, damn, I need another name. So I'm like thinking of stuff. I'm like, dang. I go on Urban Dictionary. I'm keeping it, but I went on Urban Dictionary, and it was like the random word thing, and it was like some weird stuff, and then JOMO popped up, or Joy of Missing Out popped up. I was like, what the hell? So I was like, read it, and I was like, this resonates, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, Joy of Missing Out, like that's tough. Like I'm gonna run with that. So I did a quick search to make sure I wasn't like biting off nobody. Nobody was doing it. So I was like, okay, Joy of Missing Out, like, you know, like stay in your own lane for real, like, because like I said, with the comparison, like if you always worried about what the next man's doing, like you're never gonna get it.
You're never really full stride.
Man, because I was about to say, because I read a book, then it said like everybody that you meet, it's like your mirror. So it's like, yeah, man, you trying to compare, but it's just like you in like a small way.
Right.
And it's like, man, you can understand like just somebody that's about like, okay, man, I see on where you coming from, moving out to South Carolina, going out to London, because I was like, man, like I always tell Z, like, man, I always want to go to Europe. Like, man, because I like Boohoo Man and
I
what
else? Boohoo Man's the
and then like just other clothing brands. I mean, that's dope. Like, and then like I wanted to ask you, like, who's like your biggest like just influencer when it comes to like modern life? Like, who's like a model that you like just look up to?
I don't even think it's like one model, but I will say like I'll say my favorite like runway shows to like watch, and like just like from a creativity standpoint. I mean, you got the basic like Rick Owens. But I mean, like Rick Owens is like he's like that guy, like, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to runway, like, I don't know, I don't remember what year it was. I think it was like 2016 or something. But like, he had models like own models. Did y'all see that? Like, it was like it's like a model standing up, and then the model like on the other model's back. They were all wearing his clothes. Yeah, they were all wearing, like, look into it. Like, it's crazy. Like his concepts, like his last one was on like a beach. But it was like a pier, like a long ass pier.
That's hard.
And I'm just like, dude, like he's insane. But I say, other than Rick Owens, like definitely Givenchy, Balenciaga too.
Balenciaga got harder. Don't Ye created?
For Balenciaga, yeah, a little bit. They do some collabs.
Yeah, they did a collab recently.
But yeah, I think Givenchy's a big one too. Because I mean, Matthew Williams be with Playboy Cardi too.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, I think it's really cool. Like, because I mean, like, if you think about it, like 2015, Cardi, like, it was just like SoundCloud rapper, like, you know, like shit like that. And now he's doing like shit with Givenchy. Like, that's crazy. Like, what 4 or 5 years can do. So yeah, I'm just thinking like that. Like, I think people rush a lot. People rush, like, because I mean, you see all these people like nowadays, like 17-year-olds, 18, like 19.
Shit.
Yeah, like blowing up, like living rich. Like, but no, you gotta realize, like, not everybody's destined to blow up at 16 years old.
Right, it's different times for everything. And I was just saying, like, it's a little off topic, but I seen, like, it was like me at my Amazon lunch break when I hear my 17-year-old friend, my 17-year-old little man who's scamming, told us he just got his 3rd Hellcat. It's like, that's crazy, like that jealousy and that envy is someone, you know what I'm saying, getting it before their time.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know what I'm saying, illegitimate ways. Like, it'll make you think, like, make you want to get into the wrong thing, but like if you work for your money, you know what I'm saying, get where you want to be, and you get it on your time, like it's gonna feel the greatest.
And then it's a cost behind it too, though.
Right, karma, right? Karma.
Yeah, we were just talking about in the room the other day. Like, he was talking about like karma shit, it'll bite you.
Bite your ass, bro.
But yeah, like when it comes to like, I don't know, all that, like you really just gotta trust your timing. Like, for sure. So.
And that's the whole thing, cause we was just talking about like the Steve Harvey, like he was on like EYL, like he was saying, man, it took me 26 years just making it comedy. Right. I'm like, bro, it took, man, so you became a millionaire at 31, but you've been doing this since you was like a little kid. Right. Bro, man, that's some long ass time, bro.
Yeah, like I feel like that's something we gotta think of more as creators. Like the people we see winning, they've been doing that shit for a long time.
Right.
Cause like when I started this shit, I'm like, man, why this shit ain't working yet? Like,
well, I mean, like, we just started, like you said, like around the same time, like 14 months.
Yeah, we've been doing this shit 14 months,
That pandemic, bro. Like that, the pandemic had such a huge impact on everyone.
Yeah, and then I can honestly say, like, the first year was just me really figuring out how I'm gonna do it and what I'm gonna do, because you really just going through the process. You're like, oh, now I know what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna do it, how the process is supposed to go. So now I can get into creating the shit I really want to create, working with the people I really want to work with. It's like, what are some of the key lessons you've learned so far within just doing photo shoots, branding yourself, trying to start a clothing brand, and just being a creative in general as a young adult?
I say, I always had like the confidence aspect of it. I was like, confidence is definitely key. So I just, built on that. Cause I mean, like, I felt confident. Like, I felt confident in myself, like, to do things.
Yeah.
But like maybe my appearance, like I could have worked on that, and I did, and now I feel confident in my appearance. I mean, like I thought, like I remember I first shaved my head, like, cause I used to have like long hair, like long hair. I just like I was like, okay, like I still look good, like what the hell? So yeah, so confidence definitely. Trusting your timing for sure. That's the biggest one. Like I remember, like, cause I'm into spirituality for sure, like so angel numbers and stuff. So I remember like I would always see like 222, and I mean like you can interpret it like any way you want to. But mine was always like, I'm in a rough spot right now, but like eventually I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta like you gotta stay positive, like, because if you was gonna stay negative the whole time, like I was in a really really bad place, and if I would have stayed negative, I probably still would have been in that place. But now I'm here, I'm doing good, so I'm happy. So
exactly, because man, a great Jim Rohn said, he said change starts with you.
For sure.
And then like the biggest measure to your future is you. So man, I want to ask you about you being confident and stuff. So being confident is like adding value towards like yourself. So everybody's different. So how was you able to add value towards yourself as a creator?
Well, I mean, like I saw I was doing things, and like I was making moves like that I thought like I never could have done. Because I mean, like my first few outfits, like it was like some like little $30 pieces and some shit I already had in my closet. I was just throwing together whatever I had. Like I was like, dang, like no way I can do this forever. I'm broke. Like I ain't got no money, no job. Like,
right, take money, make money.
Right, for sure. Like you just invest like a little bit, go more in depth. But like, yeah, now like I get bread like however I can, like make it work. And you just gotta keep doing that for real.
Yeah, bro. You really said something major. Like, you really just start with a little bit and you keep going with that. Because we actually started this shit in my Toyota Camry.
Right.
Like, sitting in the car. But you really never know how shit gonna play out. Because, like you said, 5 years from now, you might be on the Balenciaga show.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Because you never know what you just started. Like, that's the whole message I want to push. Like, just start. Because people be stuck in their head so much. Like, what people
if you
like
there's like an extent to where like, planning is necessary. But like over planning and overthinking, like will
stagnation.
For sure. But yeah, like back on that like building confidence thing, like I was proud of like what I was putting out. Like even if I look back now and I'm like, okay, that shit was kind of whack. Like, I was proud at the time because I was making moves. So I mean, like the first fit I had, like shit was buns. I mean, it wasn't bad, but I mean, it was just like it was boring to me now. So I'm like, I don't know. I just gotta keep going, find new shit. I'll be proud of it. You know what I'm saying? Like my last outfit. I'm looking back on it now. I'm like, it was alright. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like you gotta be like that.
Yeah, like the one like I literally just posted today. I'm looking at it like, okay, like that's chill. But I mean,
Yeah, I feel like you gotta be like that as a creator. Cause I was watching the Kanye shit, and it was the scene with Pharrell. He was like, even when niggas tell you hot, you still gotta think in your head like, I can do better than that.
Right,
Cause like, for instance, when I was designing those t-shirts, I'm like, bro, this shit hard as fuck. Then I got it, I was like, man, I could have did better. I don't really like it. But it's like that creative mind, like, damn, I gotta do the next thing, or the next thing gotta be better than the last thing. So I feel like just that constant seeking of perfecting, not trying to be perfect. Cause like, you never want to be perfect, but just the verb of perfecting is something we should all strive for. But Ethan, we do this segment on Official Psych Fashion. It's called the OPF segment, right? So it stands for each acronym: official, psyche, and then the fashion. So the first one is like, what's something that's official that you feel like doesn't get enough recognition that more people should know about?
Well, I really feel like people should be themselves above anything, because if you're not yourself, like you're already 2 steps behind if you're like copying somebody. So like, let's say like I want to be you. Like I'm looking at you, I'm seeing what you're doing. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do that next. But you already on to the next thing, so I'm already behind. You know what I'm saying? So like, be yourself. Like pave your own way. Like make your own steps. Like you can draw inspiration and stuff, like you were saying, but don't like get caught up following somebody.
Yeah, I actually read that this week. Like in this book I read, it's called Your Next 5 Moves, like a business book. It's like find your blue ocean strategy, right? And your blue ocean strategy is like the thing that you're good at, and it's like your competitive advantage. And like you were saying, like if you copying somebody, you cannot be better. You cannot be better at them than being them, basically. Like I can't copy Ethan and try to be Ethan better than he being Ethan, because he Ethan. So that shit will never work out for me. So I can only try to find the things Zion good at and do that shit to the T. It might be podcast. I'm not a model. But like I feel like that's very important. Like just be yourself, find the thing you good at, and it's okay to draw inspiration, but really hone in on that thing, and then who knows where you'll end up. And then on to the psyche, the psychological aspect. If you could give mindset advice to anybody listening, what would you say?
Don't beat yourself up. Definitely don't beat yourself up, because we're all human. Like, everybody makes mistakes. And I mean, like, I feel like a lot of people feel like certain people have like a perfect life, they have everything laid out, but they don't. Like, I promise, that's that social media shit. Like, it just gets to you. Like I remember, like, I mean, I was there too. I was seeing, like, you know, like the big boys, like the big dogs, like up in like New York and stuff. I'm like, dang, like they really, like, people just started like fucking with them like instantly. Like, they just, like, it was all laid out for them. But like real life, they was sleeping on people's couches, sleeping in the car, like on the street. Like, they came like to these places with $5, and all they had was themselves and their like dreams and stuff. So
that's
really
amazing.
just don't beat yourself up and follow what you want to do. Like, do what you want to do for sure. Make it happen.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Since we in college, I find this a lot. Like, you'll talk to somebody and they're not really doing what they want to do, or they don't really go to school for what they do. Because I can honestly say I'm one of those people. I came to college for accounting, bro. I do not want to be an accountant.
That's the same here. I'm in finance right now.
Yeah. So like, yeah, I feel like that's a major thing, especially being on the college campus. A lot of people be trying to live up to the expectations people set for them, and rather than being next. I know you can relate, because you're African too, bro. Like, the education piece is something that's very large, but it's like, we live in the creator economy now.
Yeah, like,
nobody want to go sit behind the desk.
I mean, like,
or
you
work
gotta
9 to 5.
Exactly, like back then, like that was the thing, like, cause our government, like the government's gonna push that, like they're gonna be like, okay, go to school, you know, go to college, get your job, and like if you really think about it, like it's so weird, like we're going to college, like we're spending this huge sum of money. Well, some of us are spending this huge sum of money just to work
And
to get it back, like, you know what I'm saying? So you're not making money, like going
It's a
to
bad
college.
investment. If you think of it like an investment, like.
Especially like people going for something they don't even want to do. Like, but it is good to have, like, you know, something back up. So that's kind of my like thing, my thought process. Like, I'm like, okay, I don't want to be at like a desk doing finance, but I mean, like, if somebody sees you have like a degree, they're like, okay, you're well educated. So just like an image thing. That's like something small. But
let me ask you this: do you have a plan B?
Plan B?
Like, genuinely, do you have a plan B?
Not really, to be honest. I mean, I put my eggs all in one basket a lot, and that's probably not smart, but then at the end of the day, like, I know, like, what I want to do. Like, I mean, like, I can see myself, like, in the future doing what I want to do. So as long as I can really see that, then yeah, so I'm pretty confident.
Yeah, me too. Like, when I visualize my future, I don't see no corporate job or a white picket fence. It's no regular shit like that. But then that's how I know that's not meant for me, because I can't even fathom it. Like, you only see the shit, and like, your vision, that shit happened twice, once in your head and once in real life. So I see you being big, bro. So that's why I invited you on here, because like I fuck with your movement, I fuck with what you're doing. And then the last thing, the F and the OPF, is our fashion piece. So if you could describe your style in 3 or less words, that's why I say that question. And rate your drip 1 through 10. So if you could describe it, what would you say?
I definitely just say versatile.
Yeah.
Versatile. And always looking. Versatile, always looking, I guess we went through words, but I mean, like, I don't know, I'm always looking for something new to do. Like, recently I've been into color combos.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like, a lot of people like do like the red, black, red, or like the red and then like maybe like a complementary color, like a green or something. But like, I don't want to, like, I'm so sick of like 1 and 2. I want to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 different colors. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't even have to, like, it don't have to look right, but I can still pull it off, because that's where confidence really comes in. Like, if you can throw on some random shit and still look good in it, like, yeah, that's what I want to do. Like, one day I want to put on some shit that just don't match at all, and then people be like, damn, that's hard. That's hard. Like,
that's what it's about now. Color blocking, you don't really got to match.
Right. It's really just like, I mean, I'm like talking shit. I'm in all black right now, but I mean, like,
yeah.
But yeah, really just versatile. Like, I'm always looking for something new to do, for sure.
Most definitely, bro. So if people want to find you, they want to shop with you, they want to be your work, how can they get in contact with you? Where can they find you at?
You can find me on my Instagram at ETHNSTRKLND. It's Ethan Strickland with no vowels. I mean, it's complicated. But you can also, the Jomo brand stuff is coming soon. That's at Jomo brand 777, JOMO brand 777. And yeah.
Most definitely. Judah Mogul Forever. Y'all be sure to go tap into that podcast. You got anything you want to leave the people with, bro?
I was gonna say, I've known Ethan for a couple weeks now, but I've known him my whole life. And we calling it. you know you about to go somewhere.
Same here. We going up together. All of us. All of us.
Most definitely, bro. That's significant on this because once we all get big, we're gonna do it again.
For sure.
They gonna be like, how you know Ethan?
With the college, right?
Yeah, I've been knew Ethan, bro. But official site fashion, financial literacy, and mindset through the lenses of young creators and entrepreneurs. Yet again, we bring to you another dope young creative and entrepreneur. Culture currency flood on the way, facilitating the spread of positive cultural influence. You ain't got a crowd one for me. Yeah, but guys, this is on the way soon. Vlog coming soon. Say anything you want to leave me with?
If you ain't take anything from this, but consistency is key. Don't rush the process. Everything's gonna come into like this fruition. So man, just remember that.
Yeah, don't be scared to be yourself. That's the major one I feel like we should leave them with. But official site fashion out.
Peace.